Hello, my friend. Welcome to my channel. I'm really happy you're here. Today, I want to tell you something very important. Something that could change your life. You are here because you want to speak English, not just understand English. Want to speak it confidently? Speak it clearly. Speak it like it's natural to you, right? But there's a problem. You know some words, maybe many. You understand a little when people talk. Maybe you even watch movies or read books. But when you try to speak, your mouth feels stuck. The words don't come out. You feel nervous. You don't sound like you want to sound. Stop speaking. I understand this problem. I was there too. So today, I want to train your mouth to speak English. Not tomorrow, not next year, but starting now. In this story, I will teach you like a friend. I will teach you like a student. I will speak to you like you are sitting with me, face to face. No difficult grammar. No long rules. Just a story full of real learning, fun moments, mistakes, and victories. Story that shows you, step by step, how to train your mouth to speak English fluently. And trust me, your mouth will learn. Your mind will learn. God, one day, you will speak without fear. So, let's begin this journey together. Part 1. Train your mouth to speak English Chapter 1. The mirror promise. I remember the day it all started for me. I was 17 years old. I had a small room with a broken fan and one mirror on the wall, and I was angry. Not angry at someone else. Angry at myself, because I had just come back from a job interview. The manager asked me 3 simple questions in English. I understood 2 of but when I opened my mouth to answer, nothing came out. Nothing. I smiled. I laughed a little. I said, "Sorry, my English not good." He said, "Okay, thank you," and I walked away. I walked all the way home, and I stood in front of the mirror. I looked at myself. I will train my mouth to speak English. I said, "No more silence. No more silence. No more fear." Every day, after that, I stood in front of that mirror. I practiced talking to myself. I didn't have books. I didn't have a teacher. But I had a strong reason, and I had my mouth. That's where it began. Not in a classroom, but in front of a mirror, talking like a crazy person. Training my mouth to move in English. Chapter 2. Speaking without thinking now. Let me tell you something important, my friend. You can't learn to speak English by just listening or reading. You need to speak, not once, not twice, but many, many times, every day. And here's the trick. Don't wait for perfect grammar. Don't wait for big vocabulary. Speak. We speak like a baby learning to talk. So that's what I did. I would wake up and talk to myself. Good morning. Today I will practice English. I will go to the shop. I will buy bread. I will come back. I will smile. Simple sentences. Again and again. I was training my mouth, not just my brain. I spoke in the bathroom, in the kitchen, on the street. In my mind, with my mouth moving, tongue learning the dance of English. It felt strange at first, but slowly, very slowly, my mouth began to move smoother. Words started to come. I wasn't thinking. I was just speaking. And that's the goal. To speak without thinking, like you speak your own language. Chapter 3. The Shadow Trick One Day. I found something powerful. It's called shadowing. I didn't know the name back then. Knew this when I watched an English movie and repeated what they said at the same time. Something strange happened. My mouth moved faster. My rhythm improved. I sounded more like them. So I started doing it every day. I would take short videos, 1 minute long, and I would listen and copy at the same time, not after. At the same time, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? I'm good, thanks. I'm good, thanks. Just like that, I didn't care if I missed words. I didn't care. If my pronunciation was bad, I just shadowed. Like a shadow following a person. And slowly, something magical happened. My accent changed. My mouth was learning the music of English. Try it, my friend. Try it today. Find a video. Play it. Shadow it. Do it again. This is how you train your mouth. Not once a week. Every single day. Chapter 4. A mouth workout plan. One morning, I asked myself a big question. What if I train my mouth the same way I train my body? When people go to the gym, they follow a plan. They repeat the same movement again and again to build muscle. So why not do that with English speaking? So I made a plan. Morning routine, 10 minutes. Wake up, go in front of the mirror, say 10 common English sentences out loud. I am ready. Today will be a good day. I will practice English. Speaking English is easy for me. Each one 5 times. Not fast. With feeling. Evening routine, 10 minutes. Find a short video. Shadow the speaker. Record myself saying the same sentences. I called this my mouth workout. It was simple. It was short. But it was powerful. Some days I didn't feel like doing it, but I did it anyway, because this was my gym, and my goal was fluency. Slowly, I saw changes. My lips moved faster. My tongue didn't get tired. I didn't stop to think as much. Just like lifting weights makes you stronger. Repeating English out loud made my speaking stronger. It was not about big vocabulary. It was about building the habit. And that habit became my secret weapon. Chapter 5. Talking to the wall and why it works. One of the best things I ever did was this. I started talking to the wall. Yes, the wall. The white, empty, silent wall in my bedroom. I would look at the wall and imagine I was speaking to someone. I imagined a shopkeeper. Hello, I want 1 kilo of rice. How much is it? Imagined a tourist asking for help. Excuse me, do you know where the station is? I imagined a job interview. Yes, I am ready to work. I have experience. And I answered, again and again. It was funny. It was lonely. But it worked, because every time I opened my mouth, I was creating confidence. That wall listened to my mistakes. It never laughed. It never corrected me. It just listened. And because of that, I got better. So, my friend, if you have a wall, talk to it. If you have a mirror, talk to it. If you have yourself, talk to yourself. You are your first practice partner. You are your first coach. Chapter 6. English in the Real World After Months of Mirror Work, Shadowing, and Mouth Training. I had a big moment. I was standing at a bus stop. A tourist was looking confused. I heard him ask, "Do you know where I can get a tuk-tuk?" I wanted to help. I felt my body freeze for 1 second. But then my mouth moved. "Yes," I said. "Straight and turn left. There's a tuk-tuk stand there." He smiled. "Thank you so much." And I smiled back because I had done it in real life. In real time, it wasn't perfect, but it was clear. That was my reward. All the mirror work, all the wall talking, all the workouts, they led to that one moment. And after that, I wanted more. I started small conversations with strangers. "Nice weather today. Do you need help? What do you think about this book?" Sometimes they replied. Sometimes they didn't. But every time, my mouth was learning. And the more I used it, the easier it got. Chapter 7. The secret is repetition. I know what you might be thinking. Is it really this simple? Yes. But don't I need advanced grammar? More vocabulary? Not yet. Here's a truth many teachers won't say. The secret to speaking English is not in your brain. It's in your mouth. Your mouth must repeat, 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 not once, not twice, 10 times, 20 times, one sentence, again and again. I am learning. English is fun. I am confident. These are not just words. These are mental programs. They change your mind, and your mind changes your speech. I built my fluency one sentence at a time, just like a song. The more you sing it, the more natural it feels. Make English your song. Sing it every day, and soon you will perform it in the world. Chapter 8. You are already a speaker. Let me end part 1 with a simple truth. You don't need permission to speak English. You don't need a certificate. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need one thing. Belief. Believe that your voice matters. Believe that your mouth is a tool, and tools get better with use. You are not learning to speak English. You are already speaking. Every time you practice, every time you move your mouth, every time you speak to the mirror, the wall, the air, you are speaking. But for now, celebrate. This, you've started, you've trained, and your mouth is awake. Let's keep going. If this story is helping you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to learn English. Your voice can change your life. Let's keep going. Part 2. Make your mouth fluent like water. Chapter 1. The confidence muscle. Confidence is not something you wait for. It's something you train, just like you trained your mouth. After I spoke to that tourist and gave him directions, something changed inside me. I felt like I had taken a step into a new world, a world where I could use English outside my house, outside my mirror, outside my wall. But the next day, when I went to a shop and tried to say something simple, "Can I get a bottle of water?" my tongue stuck again. I felt nervous. The man didn't understand. I repeated it twice. Still nothing. Then I pointed to the bottle, and he smiled. "Ah, water. Okay." That night, I felt bad. I had one success, then a failure. But then I realized this was not failure. This was training. Every time you speak English, whether it works or not, you are training your confidence muscle. So I created a new rule for myself. Chapter 2. Build a talking zone. I noticed that I spoke English in two kinds of places: when I was alone at home and when I was forced to outside. So I thought, what if I create a zone, a space where English lives? I chose my bedroom. I put sticky notes on everything. Mirror. On the mirror door. On the door window. On the window chair. On the chair. Every object had a name. And I made a rule in this zone. Only English is allowed. When I entered the room, I said, "Hello, English room." And I started talking. I am in my room. This is my table. I sit here every day. Simple, yes, but powerful, because I made a safe space where my English could grow. No judgment, no fear, just words, repetition, confidence. You can make your own talking zone too. It could be your bed, your balcony, your bathroom, your garden. The rule is simple. In that place, your mouth trains English. No excuses, no silence, just speak. This is your training dojo, like a boxer trains in the ring, like a singer warms up before a show. You are training your sound, your rhythm, your speech. Make your zone today. Speak in it every day, and your mouth will never forget. Chapter 3. The 3-sentence practice one day. I asked myself, what's the smallest practice I can do that still helps me improve? And I found the answer. 3 sentences a day. That's it. Speak 3 full English sentences. Out loud every day it could be. I woke up late today. I want to learn new words. I will drink tea now. Or, I watched a video. It helped me understand pronunciation. Now, I want to try it. I wrote them in a notebook. 1 page per day. Just 3 sentences. Then, read them out loud, twice, slowly, clearly. If I didn't know a word, I looked it up. Some days, the sentences were boring. Some days, they were fun. But every day, I practiced. You don't need 1 hour. You don't need a teacher. You just need this. 3 sentences. Your voice. Every day, your mouth learns from what it says again and again. Try it today and don't stop. Chapter 4. Slow English. Fast results. In the beginning, I used to think I had to speak fast to sound fluent. I watched native speakers talk quickly, and I thought, I have to talk like that. So I tried. I rushed. I mixed up my words. My tongue got tired. My mind froze. Then I discovered a secret. Fast speaking doesn't mean good English. In fact, many confident speakers talk slowly, clearly, with space between their words. That's when I realized it's not speed, it's rhythm. So I began slowing down. I would say one sentence, slowly, clearly, like this: I'm learning English. I focused on each word. I moved my lips fully, stretched the sound. I trained every small muscle in my face and jaw, and something beautiful happened. I felt calm. I felt in control. I sounded better, even when I didn't know many words. I sounded more confident just because I slowed down. Try it now. Take your favorite sentence, say it slowly, record it. Listen, you will feel the power of control. Your mouth is learning to speak with care. And that's where fluency starts. Chapter 5. Learn from children one day. I watched a 5-year-old boy speaking English. He was learning too. But he was fearless. He made mistakes. He laughed, tried again. He pointed at things and said, "This is dog. This is red car. That my toy. Was it perfect? No. Was it beautiful? Yes. Because he was using the words he knew. He wasn't waiting to become perfect. He was practicing, playing dot, and he was improving. That day, I made a decision: learn like a child, not with stress, not with fear. So I started doing the same. I eat rice. I like tea. Go now. These were not advanced sentences, but they were real, and every time I said them, I got better. Fluency is not about big words. It's about using small words every day. Speak like a child. Learn like a child. Okay. Make it fun. Your mouth will thank you. Chapter 6. Don't study. Perform my. Remember spending hours reading grammar books, watching lessons, taking notes. But my speaking didn't improve much. My mouth still froze. Then one day, I joined a drama club, just for fun. They gave me a short English script, a dialogue. I had to act it out, say the lines with feeling, with emotion. At first, I was shy. Then, something clicked. I wasn't just saying English, I was performing it, and that made all the difference. I began adding performance to my daily practice. I stood in front of the mirror. I chose one sentence. I am not afraid to speak English. I said it as a whisper. I said it like I was in a movie. I said it like I was talking to a big crowd, and I felt something grow inside me. Power when you perform. Your body joins the learning. Your face, your hands, your voice. That's when the mouth truly wakes up. So try it today. Pick a short dialogue, a scene, a sentence. Say it like an actor. Say it with life. You are not just learning English. You are becoming English. Chapter 7. Teach what you know. Here's something strange but powerful. If you want to learn something deeply, teach it too. Someone else. I had a friend who also wanted to improve his English. We were both beginners. So I started teaching him what I knew. Say this sentence. Repeat after me. This is how you say it. At first, it felt funny. I was not a teacher. I was still learning. But by teaching him, my own mouth got stronger. I explained things. I repeated things. I listened to his mistakes, and I corrected him, which also corrected me. We made a game of it. Every evening, we met for 10 minutes. I was the teacher for 5 minutes. Then he was the teacher. We taught basic things. What's your name? Where are you from? I like this book. It was fun. It was useful. And we both improved. So if you want to speak better, teach a friend. Even teach your pet. Even teach a teddy bear. Just say the words out loud, not silently in your mind, because a teaching mouth is a fluent mouth. Chapter 8. The Power of Questions One Day. I realized something important. Conversations are not made of answers, okay? They are made of questions. When? I didn't know what to say. I started asking questions. Where are you from? What do you like to eat? What do you do on weekends? I memorized 10 simple questions and used them again and again. I wrote them on a piece of paper and carried it in my pocket. On buses, in lines. While waiting, I practiced saying them to myself. Slowly, clearly, with curiosity. Asking questions helped me start conversations. But it also helped my mouth move. And when people answered, I didn't always understand. But I smiled. I said, "Can you say that again? Or can you speak slowly?" That was real practice, real learning, real English. If you want to become fluent, don't wait for people to talk to you. Be the one who starts. Ask, because every question is a door, and every door opens a new way to train your mouth. Chapter 9. Sing it out, one of the most joyful ways I trained my mouth was through music. English songs. I started with simple ones. Songs with slow lyrics. Clear voices. First, I just listened. Then I started singing along. I printed the lyrics. I followed the words. I sang softly at first, then louder. Then with feeling, my pronunciation improved. My confidence grew. I didn't sound perfect, but I was using my voice, my real human voice. And music has rhythm, melody, emotion. That's why it helps. Singing is speaking. But with more feeling, I made it a habit. 1 English song a day. 1 full performance. In my room, in my bathroom. Even while walking, it became my fun fluency game. And guess what? Some of those lyrics came into my daily English. Just like that. Try it. Choose a song. Learn it. Sing it. Your mouth will love it. Chapter 10. Record. Review. Repeat. This was my toughest habit. Okay? But also the most powerful one. I started recording my voice. 1 sentence. 1 paragraph. A short story. Then I listened. The first time, I hated it. I didn't like how I sounded. I noticed every mistake, every strange word. But I didn't stop. I recorded again. I compared. I said the same sentence 10 times. I want to speak English confidently. And I heard the difference from day 1 to day 10. This became my new rule. Don't just speak, record, and review. Your brain forgets. how you sounded yesterday, but a recording remembers. You don't need fancy tools. Just your phone. Make folders, day 1, day 2, week 1. Watch your progress. Celebrate it. Recording is like holding a mirror up to your mouth. You see the shape of your fluency, and you build it with awareness. Chapter 11. Speak first, a fix later. When I was learning, I had a big problem. I waited for everything to be correct. The grammar, the word order, the pronunciation, so I stayed silent. Then I met a teacher who said, "Speak first, fix later." It changed everything, so I started speaking without fear of mistakes. I let my mouth try. I let my voice rise. Some sentences were wrong. Some words were missing, but people understood me, and every day I got better. You can't fix something that doesn't exist. So first, speak it into the world, then polish it, improve it, but speak. Always speak. That's how you grow. Chapter 12. Repeat your wins. One day, I had a perfect small conversation with a tourist. Tourist: "Hi, can you help me?" Me: "Sure. What do you need?" Tourist: "I'm looking for the museum." Me: "Oh, go straight and turn right. It's near the big tree." After he left, I smiled. Then I went home and repeated that conversation 10 times. Out loud, with energy. Why? Because that moment was a win. And every win should be repeated. It makes your brain and mouth remember, I can do this. So anytime you have a success, repeat it. Speak it again. Practice it. This is how you build muscle memory for fluency. Success is not just for the moment, it's for training. Chapter 13. You are the hero. Let me end this part with something from the heart. You are not just a student of English, you are the hero of your own story. Every day you speak, you win. Every sentence is a step. Nobody else knows your journey. Nobody sees the hours in front of the mirror, the quiet whispering to yourself, the bravery of asking a question, the effort to keep going. But I do because I walked that path, and I know what it takes, so keep going. Keep training. Your mouth is stronger than yesterday. Your story is more powerful than fear. Part 3 will take us to mastery. But for now, be proud. You are speaking, you are learning, and you are becoming fluent. Part 3. Mastery, the final push to fluency. Chapter 1. The final wall. After 2 full months of training my mouth, I felt strong. I could speak. I could think in English. I could even help others. But then something unexpected happened. I stopped improving. I still practiced. I still read aloud. I still listened and repeated. But I felt like I wasn't growing anymore. Like I had hit a wall. This is called the plateau. Every learner meets it. It's that stage where you're no longer a beginner, but you're not fluent. Either you know enough to survive, but not enough to thrive. And many people give up here, but not us. I made a plan, a final push, 1 month, 30 days. 3 simple rules. 1. Speak English daily for 30 minutes. I didn't care if it was perfect. Just to speak. Could talk to myself, describe what I was doing, read out loud, or record my thoughts. But I had to speak, no matter what, too. Learn 5 new phrases every day, not just random words. Real, useful, everyday phrases. Things like "what's going on?" That's interesting. Or "I'd like to try this." Coast on phrases because they live in the mouth. They give rhythm, flow, and real-world utility. 3. Use English for thinking. I switched my inner voice to English. Instead of thinking in my native language, I began training my thoughts to speak English too. I thought about daily tasks, plans, worries, ideas, all in English. At first, it felt slow. My thoughts felt like walking in water. But each day, the water became clearer. Our thoughts became smoother. The first few days were hard, but slowly, my walls started to break. Not because I had some magic method, but because I didn't stop. Because I kept going. Because I was consistent. And consistency is how you break the final wall. This is where many learners give up. But if you push through this stage, you move from learning to owning the language. That is mastery. That is where we are going. Chapter 2. The Power of Phrases in the Final Push. I discovered something amazing. Words are good, but phrases are power. When we speak, we don't just use single words. We use groups of words that go together naturally. Phrases like, "What's going on? Can I help you? Let me think. I'm not sure about that." These aren't complicated, but they are real. They are used every day in real conversations. And once they are in your mouth, they stay with. U.I made a list of 100 common phrases. I found them in YouTube interviews, podcasts, movies, and real conversations. I listened, I paused, I copied. Then I created a daily system. Step 1. Speak. Each phrase slowly and clearly 5 times. Step 2. Use the phrase in 3 new sentences. Step 3. Say those new sentences out loud with different emotions. Take the phrase, "That makes sense." I would say, that makes sense? Thinking, now it makes sense. Prized your idea makes sense to me. Agreeing then, I would act those out like I was in a movie. I did this every single day, not for hours, just 15 to 20 minutes. But those 20 minutes changed everything. My brain began to connect ideas faster. My mouth began to flow with more ease. I didn't have to remember what to say. The phrase would just come out. That's the magic of phrase training. It's like feeding your mouth natural. English, you're not just studying it, you're performing it, living it, coming it. And once it becomes part of you, fluency is not a dream, it's reality. Chapter 3. Turn mistakes into magic hat this stage. My biggest fear returned, making mistakes in front of others. Even though I could speak more smoothly, I still made small grammar errors. I still stumbled on words. Sometimes I said strange things that made people laugh, not because it was funny, but because it sounded odd. I felt embarrassed. I wanted to go back to silence. But then I heard a story that changed everything. There was a man who learned 7 languages. Someone asked him, "How did you learn so many?" He said, "By making 70,000 mistakes." That number hit me like lightning. 70,000 mistakes. That man wasn't avoiding mistakes. He was collecting them. He saw mistakes as steps, so I changed my mindset. I decided to track my mistakes, not hide them. Every time I made a mistake, I smiled. Then I wrote it down in a special notebook. I called it my power book. It looked like this. I say, he go to work. Correct? He goes to work. I say, I am boring. Correct? I am bored. I say, I very like it. Correct? I really like it. After writing, I practiced the correct version aloud, 10 times each, with expression. With confidence, it became a ritual. A mistake gives a page in the book, gives speech performance. This small habit made a big difference, because every mistake was not a failure. It was a flashlight. It showed me exactly where to grow next, and day by day, the mistakes became fewer, not because I was scared of them, but because I learned from them. Mistakes became my secret magic. So, my friend, if you feel scared of making mistakes, good. That fear means you're growing. Speak. Anyway, mess up, smile, write it down, practice, and keep walking forward. This is how fluency is built. This is how fluency becomes yours. Chapter 4. The real world. Test all the practice, all the speaking, all the mirror sessions, the singing, the recording. They were all building something. But then came the real test. Speaking English outside the safety zone. Speaking it in the real world. It started with a phone call. I had applied for a part-time job at a bookstore that had English-speaking customers. When the manager called, he said, "Hi, is this Thushan?" My heart raced. Double quotes, yes, I replied. He continued, "Can you come in tomorrow for a quick interview?" Yes, I said again. Then silence. I realized I had to say something more. I look forward to meeting. I will meet. I will come tomorrow, sir. He chuckled. Great. See you at 10. I hung up and sat on the bed. My body was shaking. But I had done it that night. I wrote down everything I wanted to say. The next day, I practiced saying, "Thank you for this opportunity. I am learning English and improving every day. I enjoy helping people and working in a quiet space." Practiced with my reflection. I acted like the manager. And when I went in the next morning, yes, I made mistakes. But I spoke. I used my mouth. And he smiled and said, "You're confident. That's important." That job became my final English training ground. Every day, I greeted customers, answered questions, gave directions. Some days, I stumbled. Some days, I soared. And one day, something amazing happened. A tourist asked me, "Excuse me, do you know where I can find the book, The Alchemist?" Without thinking, I said, "Yes, it's in the fiction section. 3rd row from the left. Do you want me to take you there?" She smiled. "Wow, You speak good English." I smiled back, and in that moment, I knew my mouth had become fluent. Not perfect, not native, but fluent enough to serve, connect, to live. And that is what fluency is really for. Chapter 5. You are the story, so here we are. You have walked with me from zero to speech, from fear to fluency, from silence to sound, and now you are ready. You are not just learning English, you are writing your own story with your mouth. Every day you speak, you turn a page. Every mistake you correct, you move the plot forward. Every phrase you master. You add color to your voice. This is your journey, no one else can speak. Like you, no one else has your story. The goal is not to become someone else. The goal is to become fully yourself. In English, so here is what I want you to do. 1. Keep speaking, daily. Even after this story ends, your mouth must keep moving. Talk to yourself, to your pets, to strangers. Speak 2. Create your own English world. Books, music, YouTube, friends, mentors. Surround yourself with English, not as a subject, but as an experience. Point 3. Teach someone else. You've come this far. Now turn around and help the next learner. Teach them what helped you. You'll get even stronger. 4. Celebrate your growth. Record a video of yourself today. Then, 1 month later, watch the change. Feel the difference. You are not the same person who began this journey. You are more confident, more expressive, more powerful because you trained your mouth, and now your voice is ready. So go out there and use it. Use it to connect. Use it to create. Use it to create. The world is waiting to hear you. Speak up and never stop.